last week on The Season.
I know what this means. I know the man that wore this jersey, what it meant to play like him, show up like him every day. I've been hearing this since I got here.
And I think a lot of times in recruiting right now, there's some people that love football and there's some people that love what football could do for them, right? And the paycheck looks good and the car's good and the condo's better, right? And I'm going to the country club with the coaches and doing all those things. But at the end of the day, when it gets hard, they don't love football, right? And they start running from it. So I think that's our biggest thing in the evaluation process. It's not the tape, right? It's really who they are, right? Do they love football and do they have a high football IQ, or are they going to be a good teammate?
Yeah, walk up out of here. We hitting that in the mouth. That's how I'm coming. LB's on me. LB's on 3. 1, 2, 3.
We got a pick and a big man rumble, and Xavier Harris with the takeaway. In the mix, quick pass near side. Frazier makes the catch, but nothing's there, and he's going to be tackled. The ball's out! The ball's out! Did the Rebels recover it or not? Rebels think they have it right in front of their sideline. Xavier Harris knocked it out, and Ole Miss has recovered.
Under Pete Golding, the Rebel defense has seen transfers make big plays on the biggest stages.
And he's swallowed, engulfed, and sacked.
Princely Amamielin just hits the turbo button.
Might have been a hold there. Sellers pass intercepted in the end zone. Trey Amos picks it off and is down at the 2.
He's one of the best guys I've been around as far as getting players to play at their top level.
For us, we're trying to recruit a lot of good players to put in the same room.
And he does a phenomenal job of seeing what these guys can do early. And then manufacturing ways to get these guys in the best position to make plays.
4th down and 10. Back. Deflected and intercepted. John Saunders picks it off and slides down to the 25.
He just understands where you're coming from and how do you think. He just relates to people so easily.
Right? Once we get lined up, everything is just snap, hand placement, nothing is full what? Speed, right? So we're going to get a signal, already see my alignment, right? It's all going to be alternative formations. Like if you crossed it, what? Over, I'm just not getting my flips, right? My hip flip, and then I did, right? I'm not pulling it right.
It means a lot to me. I feel like my knowledge since I got here is going through the roof.
In the end zone, it's fumbled, it's on the ground, and the Rebels recover it.
Coach Golding's leadership has set many transfer players up for pro careers, as their examples set the stage for the next generation of defensive stars.
Spot the ball, right? Leave the legacy you wanted to create to be the best defense that ever played this, right? And then for you young guys, right, that's going to be the what? Standard. That's the standard set by these old guys. They ain't have to play this game. They love you, so they play what? The game.
The importance of the portal has not diminished the value of homegrown talent.
The young guys that saw that knows what it takes to be successful and be dominant, in this league and college football. That sets the foundation and the standard going forward.
Oh, we got a pick and a big man rumble, and Xavier Harris with the takeaway.
I think Zay might be like our only senior in the room. I mean, we got big shoes to fill, so I got to grow up even faster now to lead the younger guys.
Suntaran Perkins, outstanding athleticism, made that sack.
Now you're looking at guys that have been in the system for 2 years. And so these transfer guys, when they came in, they're sitting beside a guy that already knows what to do. All right, and that's really big to help bring them under their wing, right, and help coach and develop those guys as well.
Everybody want to go to the NFL, of course. We all just push each other to that goal, and hopefully one day we get there.
A guy like Trey Washington, a guy like that's so valuable because he knows the system so well, is able to apply those answers. It gets lost about when a guy like, say, Dejon Anthony comes in and is able to, boom, step in and hit it and go and play so well, or Trey Amos from last year. or Chris Paul. I mean, you fill in the blank, there's been a bunch of them. Well, that speaks to the ability of a D coordinator to teach.
I feel like he's been able to take board, actually break it down in a way where you can comprehend, understand, and actually learn from it and know it versus just hearing them talking like just a bunch of X's and O's.
When you go spin tackle and I got a narrow base, he's going to what?
Spin.
So when I spin, double uppercut, I got to get my knees high and wide outside the what? Frame. So then when he spins, I can torque his what? Back. So the whole thing, even if sight, if he stalls at all like he did, right, then I'm for what? So then now when he does that, then he check release flat, I push what? Through.
To get a system that has this many answers and is this complex at times, taught to kids that are there for a short amount of time, that are not going through it 2-3 years, that is, I think that's the most amazing thing to see, is that how good a teacher Coach Golding is, and obviously our whole staff is.
Coach Golding, it seems like he's phenomenal on the chalkboard.
He's incredible, the best I've ever seen, to be honest. The way he draws up plays, the way he sees things on the defense, and how like every part is interacting with another, and how we all can work together and like become one is just, and his mind is just amazing. It needs to be studied.
Everyone that's worked with him has always said from the beginning, even when he was at smaller places before that he was brilliant, upcoming, and Coach Saban even talked about it as one of the best interviews he's ever seen.
He started at Division II and worked his way up, and if you look, Division II, 1AA, Group of 5 to Power 4, he was successful at each and every one of those places.
As far as the lineman, he really put us in position to make all the plays on the field, so, and I love that. I mean, like what D lineman wouldn't like that? So just being around him, his knowledge.
All right, we talked early in the week. This game is about you doing your job. Don't press, you ain't got to do anybody else's job. It's about me doing my job more consistently than them doing their what? Job.
The standard of defense in Oxford has been raised, as Pete Golding's game propels transfers, returners, and freshmen alike, leading the Landshark D towards the ultimate goal.
The legacy the last group created, right? They created an expectation, and the expectation is year in and year out, which is only going to occur in and day out. And that's an expectation that we got to work harder than everybody else, and we got to want it more than everybody else. And so there's no easy recipe for success. It's hard work.
Resort.
3rd and 6 from the 40-yard line.
Sure you're ready for this?
Takes a snap, drops back.
What's the right situation for a flea flicker?
They should have been in nickel defense.
There's a nickel and a dime.
Now for a proper bull rush start of 3-point stance.
What a disastrous play call.
Ready or not, here we go.
Hey, Dad.
You can call me Coach.
It's amazing what C Spire's nationwide 5G network can connect. C Spire, inspired by you.
Who you fly with is a reflection of what you stand for. Perfection, class, and grace. At Nicholas Air, you will be on board one of the industry's most desired aircraft types, flown by the most respected set of professional aviators, and led by the industry's longest tenured CEO. For over 2.5 decades, Nicholas Air has been home to the most refined set of private flyers, and those who demand the utmost in class, style, and quality. Start your journey today at nicholasair.com.
We don't treat cancer, or design breathtaking buildings, or slow cook the town's most talked about barbecue. That's all you. You're the ones who create and astonish, game and laugh, who come together and imagine a safer, more connected world. The things you do inspire us every day. So much so, it's right there in our name. Customer inspired. C Spire. Inspired by you.
Senior transfer Trey Wallace wasted little time to make an impact in Oxford.
He's just a go-get-the-ball type of guy. Like, he's always ready to go make a play down the field.
Simmons down the far side, got his man. Jumped it right over the top, and Trey Wallace has first down.
He's a great route runner. He's got great ball skills. He's got good speed. I mean, he's a very well-rounded player that can do a variety of things. You can give him jet sweeps. You can put him in the slot to run, specialty type routes. You can put him outside to go win one-on-ones. I mean, there's really not a limit to the amount of different things that he can do.
And a straight complete from first down to Trey Wallace.
The way we run our offensive system of how we get the ball to the guys in space and running across the field, now he's going to have a chance to probably display his explosiveness a little bit more at a higher level.
That's a strike, and that's 6. Trey Wallace.
Wallace passed the first test. The next test won't be as easy.
SEC play on my life. We got to go ahead and do the same thing. They be playing so far off. Yeah. They keep everything in front. What? Yeah. Just take what they give us when it's time to take the shot, take it and hit it.
I feel like he just knows ball. He knows what to do. He knows how to win at a high level, both like inside and outside. He's a taller guy, but he can play small. He can play quick, he can play small, but he also has the ability to be very fast and run down the field and run past everyone. So I look up to Trey in the sense of like in his feet and like what he can do. It's like really cool how 6'1" receiver can also go in and play slot and be very twitchy and also quick.
With the Game 1 accolades come the spoils of notoriety, in the form of weekly press conferences.
How long did it take you to get comfortable in this offense?
I say just like as a veteran player, just the years that I played over time just helped me, like learning the playbook, taking notes, things like that. So I feel like it was a pretty smooth transition. I really feel like the sky's the limit for the room. We got a lot of talented guys that are going to go out there and make plays at any time and any point. So just looking forward to just keep moving along in the season and just seeing everybody progress over time.
I guess what are you looking forward to in this matchup against Kentucky?
Just going out there and competing. They have a great defense, bringing back a bunch of talented players. So just going out there and competing and giving it all. Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Resort. This is no ordinary walk. The Walk of Champions is special, a path paved with tradition that beats to the drum of history and the road ahead. We are Rebels, and we're ready for anything. Be ready for game day and the everyday in a Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks and the official truck brand of Ole Miss. Now drive the 2024 Ford F-150 with 3.9% APR financing for 60 months plus $2,400 bonus cash or get $4,750 cash back.
Who you fly with is a reflection of what you stand for. Perfection, class, and grace. At Nicholas Air, you will be on board one of the industry's most desired aircraft types, flown by the most respected set of professional aviators, and led by the industry's longest tenured CEO. For over 2.5 decades, Nicholas Air has been home to the most refined set of private flyers, and those who demand the utmost in class, style, and quality. Start your journey today at nicholasair.com.
It's your front door. You decide who and what comes inside. Shouldn't it work the same with your doorway to the internet? That's why C Spire created Connect and Protect. So age-appropriate content comes into your home, and the rest stays out there. C Spire's new Connect and Protect plans, starting at just $30 a month. Get the best devices for your kids with free guided setup today. C Spire, inspired by you.
Went a little bit off the radar. A game that last year when these two met kept Ole Miss out of the playoff. Ole Miss and Kentucky. I think Kentucky didn't have much success at all last year. But the biggest success they had came in Oxford, Mississippi when they went in and beat Ole Miss. If they had avoided one of the missteps that they had, they would have gotten into the playoff, whether they avoided Kentucky, avoided Florida, they would have been in the playoff, and they would have caused people all kinds of problems.
Strain to finish. Everything you got, the fingertip block, the finish the block, all right, it's what's going to make this thing go today, okay?
Let's play really clean football today, man, all right? Really smart decisions, all right? So let's get that part right now. I'm going to play really good, man. I'm going to let them make the poor decisions, okay? I'm not going to reach the ball out. I'm going to let them punch. I'm not going to punch back, okay? I'm going to do everything, okay, to play really situational, really good football. Now, within that, all right, let's get ready to play really physical. You've been thinking about it all night, all day. Physical between the whistles, all right? How we set the tempo in all phases of the game. Let's have a blast doing it, man. Let's have great silent energy. Everybody focused. Everybody doing their job, whatever that is. Be ready to go, be locked in, and do your job today, man. Let's go play for as long as it takes to win, dominate these guys, one snap at a time.
This is Operation Empty the Stands, fellas. It's going to be a pro. We throw the first punch, and we're going to keep swinging until we get this done.
Ole Miss just 1 of 10 last year against Kentucky on the money down.
That was a huge problem. As a result, Kentucky held the ball for more than 39 minutes in Oxford. Austin Simmons given plenty of time, running out of time, and down he goes near the line of scrimmage.
Kind of sidewinding, it hits the goalpost and comes out no good.
In the early goings of this year's contest, history seemed determined to repeat itself.
The ball will be at the 28-yard line with a first down and 10.
Guard low snap, handled by Simmons, lofts it up, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Bryant. And back it comes to the 30-yard line.
Kentucky hasn't had a conference win at home in their previous 7 opportunities.
Willie Rodriguez went in motion. McGowan puts his head down. Touchdown, Kentucky!
But this looked like the day their fortunes might change.
Kentucky brings some pressure. Simmons to throw. He's got Lee, overshoots him for an interception at midfield.
Again by Ty Bryant. From 33. And good.
Well, Simmons got to get some offense going.
Got to get it going. Got to settle down.
There's the snap, makes the handoff, pitch out to the 30, spinning toward the sideline.
On 2nd and 10, it's Kewan Lacey to the 42-yard line.
That's going to be Simmons on the carry, and he is short of the first down.
Well, what do you do here if you're Lane Kiffin?
Oh, I think you go for it. 4th down and inches. The Rebels are stacked in tight, and he's going to throw.
And it is caught! A big play down the sideline. Harrison Wallace down to the goal line. 55 yards, and they run up to the line quickly. Kewan Lacey. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Big play sets up the punch-in answering touchdown.
The Rebels take a big gamble and comes away adding 7th point right here.
Let's roll. Beat off shit, baby. Let's go.
Be patient with the hitches. Keep doing the right thing. Keep doing the right thing.
Austin Simmons out slinging. Deshaun Stripling transfer from Oklahoma State for 9 yards.
And they're going to hand off. Quick pass near side. That's going to be caught. Spinning away is Alexander down the sidelines of the 25. Knocked out of bounds. He made the first man miss. Got some yak yards. This time Taylor does not hesitate. Dives off the right side. And that'll be a touchdown, Ole Miss.
Ole Miss leads for the first time today.
2nd down, quick pass, near side, that's caught. First down, making the first man miss was Wallace.
Lacey, nice run. Kewan Lacey refusing to go down. And that has quieted this raucous crowd in Lexington.
Here's the kick, and he's got plenty of distance. It's on its way, and it is good. You know, all in all, despite trailing and all, the defense has really played pretty good here.
Yes, they have, David.
In spite of digging the early hole, the Rebels had methodically reclaimed the advantage as the half wound down.
Coach,
Coach, 2 first-quarter interceptions for Austin Simmons. What did you say and do to get him settled?
Just told him he's fine, just calm down. It's a long game and we're going to be okay. We started about as bad as we could and now we're ahead at half, so we got to come out, play the way we did in the second quarter the rest of the game and we'll be fine.
How do you continue to keep Kentucky's offense out of a rhythm?
Well, we got to keep tackling. We got to even tackle better on the runs because they're pretty much one-dimensional, not being able to throw right now, but we got to tackle and then stay deep because they're going to eventually take some shots.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right.
Sean.
Open receiver. Caught. Trey Wallace. Lacey turns the corner, dragged down near another first down.
Lacey. Kewan runs right. He gets to the edge. He takes it in. Touchdown. Ole Miss.
All kinds of room. They throw a late flag. The referee threw the flag behind the line of scrimmage, and now there's another one.
Holding number 75 on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, first down.
There aren't many pills harder to swallow in the game of football than taking points off the board.
Trying to bring pressure off the court. They have a wide open receiver. Jamari Macklin down to the 10-yard line. Might have been a touchdown. He had to wait.
Dodging the bullet on defense, Mark Stoops' Wildcats scratched back even.
2nd and goal from the 8. Lots of running room. McGowan's going to walk in. Untouched. Touchdown, Kentucky. Well, more of the same when these two teams get together. Last 3 all decided by 3 points or fewer, and this one's tied. Austin Simmons. The long mesh and a strike on target for another first down across midfield. Trace Bruckler, his first catch.
Want to hand this one off to Lacey, off right tackle. He breaks through.
Lacey Hall. Lacey cuts and has a first down. Amended by Ty Bryant. Wallace, the motion man. Design run for Simmons. Trying to turn the corner. Touchdown, Austin Simmons. Impressive drive engineered by the sophomore.
You're going to have another touchdown with it, got it? You're going to score one more, so make sure we carry it across with good ball security, got it? All right, let's go back on these now.
Entering the 4th quarter and trailing by a touchdown, the home-standing Wildcats were steadily assembling a dramatic, game-tying drive.
Play action pass after the motion. Loss wide open. First down to the 21.
Facing not one, but multiple 4th down decisions.
Calzada lofts it up into single coverage. And it's incomplete. Probably not even catchable for Hardly Gilmore the 4th.
Hey, I need one right here. I need one on my soul.
Now trying to get a tying touchdown. Boley off the bench, running out of time, and he'll be sacked back outside the 30-yard line.
Great job there. Lots of pressure both sides. Perkins, Cam, Franklin, David, they all got it. Even Womack.
In this juncture in the game, too, under 4 minutes, 4-minute offense, you have a tremendously mobile option now in Chambliss.
Chambliss gave it to Kewan. Lacey running room outside. Down the sideline he goes.
45-40 down the sideline to the 25. Spun around at the 20.
And he spins down at the 17. They're going to mark it at the 18-yard line.
Lacey finished the day with 138 yards and a score, and the Rebels put a bitter memory behind them with a 30-23 victory over the Wildcats.
Ole Miss 30, Kentucky 23, the final score here in Lexington.
This is no ordinary walk. The Walk of Champions is special, a path paved with tradition that beats to the drum of history and the road ahead. We are Rebels, and we're ready for anything. Be ready for game day and the everyday in a Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks and the official truck brand of Ole Miss. Now drive the 2024 Ford F-150 with 3.9% APR financing for 60 months plus $2,400 bonus cash or get $4,750 cash back.
Who you fly with is a reflection of what you stand for. Perfection, class, and grace. At Nicholas Air, you will be on board one of the industry's most desired aircraft types, flown by the most respected set of professional aviators, and led by the industry's longest tenured CEO. For over 2.5 decades, Nicholas Air has been home to the most refined set of private flyers, and those who demand the utmost in class, style, and quality. Start your journey today at nicholasair.com.
We don't treat cancer, or design breathtaking buildings, or slow cook the town's most talked about barbecue. That's all you. You're the ones who create and astonish, game and laugh, who come together and imagine a safer, more connected world. The things you do inspire us every day, so much so, it's right there in our name. Customer inspired. C-Spire. Inspired by you.
Signing out again, 2-0, you feel me? 5 block, we checking in, we checking out. You heard me?
Man, we feeling good, man. We knew it was going to be a dog fight. We knew we had to fight the run game, and that's what we did, and we did it all the way to the end, man. We came out on top, man. It feel good to get that first win with your brother, especially on the road. We know it's going to be hard on the road in the SEC, but we got the job done, and we're going to do it again next week.
First SEC start in the first dub, I feel amazing, bro. It's a blessing, for real. We just working, though. This is just a start, so stay tuned, for real. Stay tuned.
It was really good because all 3 phases did something to finish the game.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Defense had the stops there at the end to finish it. Offense drove the length of the field, all right? And special teams made the field goal, all right? So that's really good ball, man, because good teams, man, like they make plays and stuff like we did during the game, but then they manage at the end. They do really well, all right, at the end of the game. So just really proud of you guys, all right? Coming on the road, playing physical, wasn't pretty, all right? We made a bunch of mistakes we can improve on, okay? But guys coming in and going down and jumping in and making plays, man, just proud of you guys a lot, man. I told you, if everyone just bought in, did what you were supposed to do, this feeling would feel great right now.
Yeah, they done. We in
They ain't trying to be too really like that, man.
Look at the ball. Just one. It's not one, it's not however many you take, 100, 550. It don't really matter. It's about the ball. We gonna hoop, we gonna do what we do. We gonna get paid. That's all it is, too.
You got dominated in the second half in the run game, man. What was the difference?
Just having the determination and the willpower to go out there and dominate and not being denied and going out there and getting that dub. You know what it is, man.
Give them the trophy now.